Well, I guess there's a couple of different ways that it can be done. Scarification, I guess if you want to call it that, it can be done in a couple of different forms. One of the easiest ways is with a blade. So generally, modern scarification is going to be done with a scalpel. So traditionally, it's more of a, I guess, a modern, more medical type procedure, obviously, where we're doing cleaning of the skin, more stenciling of the skin like a tattoo. At that point there, what we're going to do is do a light outline of the image of whatever we're doing. After the outline is on there, at that point there, I can actually go in and widen those lines. Once the thing about widening the lines, I'm not actually making the lines deeper per se. That's, I think, the thing that there's a big misconception about scarification. People think scarification is about depth, and it's not. It's about width, if that makes sense. A lot of the time, when it comes down to what we're doing, when you scratch your knee on the ground, sometimes the wound that you're making there is actually deeper than the wound we're making here. The difference here is that we're making a wider wound, so the body can't actually close it and heal it. So at that point, it has to make a scar. The difference is that when you're making a deeper wound that's nice and narrow, your body can just close it. We're doing it in such a fashion that it's wider. So once that light little outline's on there, we generally put a little bit of a product on there that can do a little bit of freezing, I guess that's on there. And that allows us to go through and do a little bit of widening of the lines. So that's more of done with a blade. Then from there, you've got branding. That can be done with the desiccator, which is what we do here, which is basically, I guess, more like a thermal cautery. It uses, well, the desiccator is not thermal. The desiccator uses radio frequency to do the branding. Then you have thermal cautery, which uses heat, and that's about 2300 degrees to about 3200 degrees that will do the branding. And then there's rod branding, which people actually heat up rods and do the branding that way. So there's multiple forms of scarification, I guess you might say. And then we also have a laser, which is kind of cool, yeah. So, yeah, and you could do some pretty fine work with that. So, yeah.